Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and in this video I'm going to give you an overview on the May 21st update. We're going to look at all the things that changed and how they impact the way we play the game. That's going to be the main focus of this video. I will try to keep it as short as I can. I will also probably go not too much in depth on a couple of points, specifically the Trescent's facility and the special guide missions. I will still mention quite a lot of things, but I think those two topics will deserve a dedicated video with more in-depth analysis. For now, this is just going to be a rough idea on what kind of impact I'm expecting from those changes, but that's about it. So yeah, I think we can get started. And the first thing that changed, we already see here on the screen, is the first item, the Shinsu Link Level Up Improvement. We already noticed, I'm sure, because on the day of the update, we received an email with a lot of Link XP, Shinsu, and coins. That's because the requirements to level up links below 1000 have been reduced drastically. And that means all the materials that we already spent in the past have been refunded to us. And a lot of people that were below 1000 received a massive amount of resources that allowed them to level up links by like 200, 300, some even 400 and above, which is insane, like in terms of additional levels. So let's say you were at 400, some people got all the way up to 800 links. This, as you can already imagine, is massive because will allow you to push adventure like crazy. And not only adventure, also trials, hard mode, all of that. And with the reduced in cost, the materials that we receive from hard mode will be a lot more relevant, allowing us to further improve the links. So yeah, it's massive. Like we can get to crazy high links in no time. If we look at my free-to-play account, this is the one I created on the day of the collab with Hololive. And if you look at my links, I'm already at 646. I was at 340 before this update, or maybe 360. That's an insane amount. And I can still level them up a bit more, but yeah, I still haven't. So it's insane how easy it is now to level up links. And yeah, you can just progress so much further. You're only going to be limited by the kind of units you have, but not anymore by the link levels. You can push super easily and get back a lot of Suspendium and black market tickets, which will allow you to like pool for the family head units. We're going to have Gustang rerun on Monday, so that's going to be massive. I'm definitely going to pool for that guy. Right now, I have nowhere close enough resources to max him out, but I will take advantage of him. I will pull for him, and when he's like, let's say, purple-ish, I will already use him as a DPS unit, and it will carry my fourth team, which will mean I will push a lot more floors, I will get back the tickets, and I will get him to Rainbow 5. That's my plan for Gustang. But okay, enough talking about Gustang. We're kind of off topic right now. I also wanted to mention one more thing that is also why I'm confident in, I think, maxing out both Gustang and the new family head that will come out during anniversary. And that's because Adventure has been nerfed to the ground, like insane nerfs. Let me see if I can find it. It's this paragraph here. Absolutely insane, guys. This is like evasion decrease on enemies in adventure chapters 1 to 200. So all 200 floors received a massive decrease in evasion, which means we are not really forced to go for accuracy in Essence anymore, but more on this later on because only normal adventure has been nerfed. No nerfs have been done to trials, and no nerfs have been done to hard mode, which is probably the more important of the two. So accuracy is still going to be important, but yeah, more on that later on. And yeah, this will just allow us to focus on other stuff, like other stats, and we can easily push adventure without too many problems. And this is really massive, guys. This is really helping a lot. But what's probably even more important is the next row. Urek Mazino will no longer appear in adventure stage under 134.60. This is free pushing, guys, because one of the main downsides of going for Gustang is that Urek exists, but now it doesn't anymore. So if you're a new player, you go for Gustang Rainbow 5, it's a free win on one team. He might start struggling a bit against Tank Hats when you get to him, I think floor 86 or 81. I don't remember which one of the two. Probably 81. But yeah, as soon as you face him, maybe you might start struggling a bit, but not that much. It's not too big of a deal. So it's insane. Like, if you go Goose and Rainbow 5, you have a free win out of the different teams that you have to deploy up until floor 134.60. Perfect. Really amazing. That's why I'm going to go for Gustang, and I'm confident I can also Rainbow 5 the new family hat. That's going to come for anniversary. So really massive change. I think this is a W for everyone. I'm just a bit disappointed that I had to struggle so much in the past against Urek, but it's better definitely for new players. I definitely appreciate that. There is one point though, he's still present in hard mode, so yeah, I don't know. Maybe they will remove him next patch. Who knows? But yeah, for now, hard mode is going to be a pain in the ass because there is no evasion decrease and there is still Urek in the deck. So keep that in mind just in case. Then other things that were changed, and I don't think there is a mention about that anywhere in this file, but we have new hot deals. And these are extremely important. We have Adventure Clear 1, 2, and 3. They are insane bundles. I think the one, I never saw it because it's very low floors, has like 30 black market tickets, I think 1500 orange or maybe not even orange, and also exclusive equipment extracts, I believe, something like that. But yeah, definitely really nice because it's around $4 for 30 black market tickets. That's a great deal. And also this Adventure Clear Bundle 2, if you're a spender, this is a great deal as well. You have 5,000 of the Trescence Crystals, 3,000 of the Orange Revolution Mats, and 60 black market tickets for, I believe it's $8. Here you see 10 euros, but euro is messed up for some reason. But it should be around $8, which is massive for this kind of pack. Then we have the Adventure Clear Bundle 3. That one has 130 black market tickets, 5,000 of the orange ones, and I don't remember what the last item was. I think like 200 master keys, something like that, for ignition weapons. So that's massive as well, and that's around 15 euros, and I think 12, $13, something like that. That's an amazing pack as well. If you're a spender, like get them all. It's going to be expensive at the end of the day, but that's thousands and thousands of tickets. It's insane value, guys. It's one of the best packs that are in the game. Insane. Really insane. I don't know why they did that and why it's only limited to certain floors. I don't know the exact ranges because they didn't share them with us in their website. Or maybe if they did, let me know in the comments. But I checked the website earlier and I couldn't find anything. But it should be around 70 to 100 and something that we get the Adventure Clear Bundle 3 for all the floor clears. So that's already more than 30 times you can buy that. And 30 times 130 is a crazy amount, guys. You can max out all the units you want. It's insanity. For real. Like, I don't know what to say. And the Adventure Clear Bundle 2 should be from like maybe 40 to 70, something like that. And from 1 to 30, there should be the other one. So if you buy all of them, you're going to be poor, but you're going to have so many resources. It's crazy. So yeah, if you're a spender, definitely don't miss out on them. Absolutely insane deals. But okay, enough about spending, whatever. We don't really care too much now. And the next thing I wanted to talk about is something that I'm not happy about, like at all, is the guide missions. Now, the ones we're seeing here on the screen are the old ones. They changed all the rewards, all of them, for all the steps. And I think they gave back some materials because, I know they gave them back because I received the email. Let me see if I still have it. I think it's here. Should be this one. So these materials here, it's good that I received them, but this is only for the stages I cleared. So if I was lucky enough and I pushed these stages already, then I would have gotten a lot more materials. Just this is a bit annoying because let me pop up on screen. I like counted all the new stuff that we get on a new account because I created a new one. I just checked the missions and I counted everything. Let me just share on the screen the recap here. So in this recap, as you can see, the difference in materials is insane, literally insane, because we get a total of 2,700 common and exclusive equipment mats. We got 1,800 back, as we can see here from the game. So that's the whole difference. So that's good, but that's only because I already cleared the steps that gave those rewards. Then we have the gifts. That's a difference of 1,800, and I only got 1,250 because that's what I managed to complete. I only got 4,000 of the proficiency books instead of 4,500 because again I didn't complete all the steps. And I didn't get any Shinsu, I didn't get any Link XP, I didn't get any of the 24-hour Link XP, 24-hour coins. I got the 1,070 master keys, so that's good because it's in the early steps. I didn't get any of the rare Shinsu whetstones. We have a total of 150 we can now get with the new special guide. We also get double the amount of red Trescence crystals, green Trescence crystals, and blue Trescence crystals. That's insane. We also get 3.5 million coins more just completing the steps. So as you can see here on the screen, these are all the changes mainly, and that's a lot of stuff. I will also say that the requirement obviously changed, so it's not anymore Revolution BAM, White, and Anniversary Iwa. Now it's White, Anniversary Iwa, and Dawn. I don't understand why Dawn, but okay. And now you don't even have to get them to Rainbow 5, you just need to get them to 3 Red. And you don't even need to get them to 3 Red too quickly, because for the first steps, it will just be enough to have Blue 3. Then I think from step like 13 or something, you will be required to get Revolution 3 on the units, and that will be, again, 3 Red. And yeah, Darwin is only for the very last steps. And you can complete all of it with those 3 units at 3 Red. Now, there is obviously a downside. If you have those 3 units at 3 Red, you have 3 half-fast units that are going to be kind of worthless. So you definitely want to commit on some of them. And the first idea that I have about this new system, considering how much of it, like how many resources we're getting back now, is basically more than a 100% cashback on what we spend. I would say going for White Rainbow 5 is a safe choice because of how quickly our links increase. We won't be at a super high deficit anytime soon, and White will still perform like very, very well. So I think White is a really okay pick. There is a major downside, obviously, and that is you will eventually never use him again. But I think it's still worth it. It will help you out in the early game, and all the rewards you get here are insane. You can level up a lot of units, like their exclusive equipment, their report, lots of stuff, lots of quality in this pass. So I think all things considered, it is worthwhile. So from a first rough idea, I would say White is the unit you want to pick first. You get into Rainbow 5 and it will carry you through a lot of content. Second, you want to go for Anniversary Iwa, even though that's really annoying because we will be pushing super quickly. You need more carries. Going for Anniversary Iwa, is a bit annoying. I would have preferred somebody else. And as I did for the previous guide and like on this account, I went for Eden instead in the second non-stop SR Plus. But I think considering the stuff that you get from the mission now, is probably better to go Anniversary-wa, get her to 3 red. She would be basically the same as the dupes, so nothing great. But at least she's closer to Rainbow 5. So that's definitely good. And also, if you manage to do that during this update, you can also do the pulls on the special recruitment or the secret recruitment banner. And we're going to do them also on my account shortly because I have the tickets and I still didn't do the pulls. So we're going to do them together. And that could get you very close to like Rainbow 5 Anniversary. Well, that would be really, really strong. For the last unit, Dawn, you can, like, if you want to go for her, I would not recommend stopping at 3 red, go all the way to Rainbow 5. She's still really strong and useful. So white is the one that will fall off earlier compared to Dawn. So definitely Dawn is not a bad pick. You can Rainbow 5 her as the last unit. You have like 2 months time, I think, if I remember correctly, to complete the special guide missions. So there's plenty of time to also get her to Rainbow 5. And yeah, then you will have completed all the special guide mission steps and you will have a lot of materials back. So that's nice. I think the change overall is decent. I don't like being forced into units. I think this path is probably worse than the previous one because Revolution Bomb has a bit more value compared to white. But yeah, it's still okay. At least now the rewards are somewhat justifiable. So yeah, I already talked too much. I will think about it more thoroughly in the next days and make a dedicated video. But at least now you have a sort of initial rough impression on what the new special guide missions are all about, which kinds of rewards you can expect, and stuff like that. And also my recommendation on what you should be doing, I think. But yeah, most important of all, remember guys, go for Gustang over Chomray now. We don't have Urek anymore. Eden is not a problem either because he doesn't have any evasion, so Chomray cannot have a free win against him. And this is sort of an indirect nerf to Chomray because he's not a carry on his own, he's a carry by countering specific enemies. And two of them are not really counterable anymore because one you don't encounter, the other one doesn't have any evasion anymore, so you cannot counter him at all. So yeah, that's just how it is. Gustang is now the best pick for the Advanced Summon banner. And yeah, that's all guys for this part. Let's move on to the next point, which is, okay, well, the adventure buff not being weekly anymore, but daily. We already talked about that. And it's a decent change if you play every day, but otherwise it doesn't really matter too much. Then we have the lucky draw. This is an event that we have here in game. Let me see if I can find it. The lucky wheel, sorry, not the lucky draw. And in here you can get a shit ton of purple tickets for very cheap. And it's not really very cheap, but whatever. For 25,000 you can do 100 pulls here, and that's going to be around 190 not black market tickets, but the normal summon tickets. And you can also get some of the Radiant Revolution in the middle. Kind of up to you how you want to deploy it, but I decided this one since I had a 1 ticket or 200, and this one has 1 ticket or 150. To me, the value of the orange in this one overtook the 1 ticket, so I went for that, but that's kind of up to you. Also because I want to have some more stats on some units, especially Gustan that's going to come. I have nowhere near enough Radiant Revolution fragments, so I wanted some more. But yeah, I still haven't spent the 25,000 on this. I still only did the daily ones. And I would recommend you guys to wait, especially if you don't have enough resources like me. First, pull on Gustan. Do all you can to max him out. Then if you have 25k to spare afterwards, you go for the lucky wheel. Not before, I think, because if you then are short while pulling for Gusten, that would be pretty disappointing. That's just my recommendation, I would say, but nothing major. So this is a really good event if you need the normal summon tickets. Even if you don't, I think it's still decent. I have like around 800, and with these, I'm expecting to get to close to 1000. That's going to be great for when they release a good XSR Plus or when they rerun Ice Spear Kunagero and Spear Baranak. So yeah, let me see what else we have to talk about. Yeah, the secret recruitment area here, the new banner. The units featured here are pretty good. We have Anniversary Iwa, which is super important, the most important unit in this banner. Then we have Evan, a really good one, but this guy is the same all the way up to Rainbow 4. Then at Rainbow 5, he becomes better, but you don't really need him with Rainbow 5 anytime soon. So he's fine like that. I'm not going to pull for him. Garam would be a good pick. I think either second priority after Anniversary Evo or third after Evan, kind of up to you. But she's definitely a really good support. This guy, like Gustang, Ignore is worthless. And Jinsung, also Ignore is worthless. Even after the buff that he received, is the buff that we see here, is still not worth using from my point of view. It's really too weak. So yeah, I wouldn't bother with him. Just focus on Anniversary Iwa. She is your first priority in this banner. And we're going to do some summons here because they have the 200 tickets that I exchanged with the hard mode tokens. So let's have a look. Hopefully we can get some copies. And let's see. Okay, no copy here, damn it. Not a good start. I mean, it's only a 1% rate, so it's kind of normal. If we have normal luck, we should be getting 4 copies. If you are lucky, we're going to get way more than that. I think a lot of people got like 8+ copies, and that's insane. That's really good luck. 1, 2, okay, guys. I knew I had to record a video, guys. 3 copies already in the first 60. That's insane. That's insane, guys. I have to skip. I cannot watch the animation because that didn't bring me luck. Okay, this one kind of lagged. So 3 in 90 is still obviously amazing. Let's skip again. Okay. Okay. So it's at least 4 in 120. 1. Okay. 4 in 120 plus the PT. That's really solid. That's really solid, guys. So let's do the remaining 80. And let's get the second PT. Okay, nothing here. But I mean, even if we don't get anything anymore, it's still really above average. So that's good. Okay, well, I would have preferred to get them, but it is what it is, I guess. So here, damn, the last 10. So far, 4 copies plus 1 PT. Damn it, okay. 4 copies and 2 PTs, I think is still really good. For 200 summons, this is great. Okay, nice. Did my account improve now? Not at all. A 1 green Healing Flame Hiwa or a 1 purple is exactly the same. Doesn't change at all. So yeah, it is what it is. I'm just going to level her up. That's good. Okay, so that's all that changed in this update. I would say the important things. And yeah, the other thing that we can talk about, in a second, I have to limit break one thing. They're all kind of trash. You can go for this one, doesn't matter. And the other thing that is important to note is the transfer facility. I mentioned that I was going to briefly talk about this point, and I will. I'm also preparing a guide on my website on this topic, so I will definitely do a dedicated video in the next days. But what I feel like changed now with the evasion decrease is that you could now potentially forego a few more rolls of accuracy in favor of maybe more evasion, maybe some crit rate, maybe some magic resistance now that the deficit is a bit lower. But I think also in the grand scheme of things, nothing properly changed. Unless they decide to also nerf evasion in hard mode, I think the previous thing about going full accuracy and then full swiftness will still be the thing for free-to-play accounts. You could remove again some accuracy roll in favor of probably crit rate at this point, but that's kind of up to you. And that's probably mostly for strength true essence and for dexterity true essence. Only these two. For intelligence, going crit rate is not too important. So yeah. If you want to go resistances because you are way below 300 deficit, you can do it. Keep in mind you will have to reroll the tree, like the tree essence at a certain point, because when you start reaching deficits, resistances will mean nothing, unfortunately. I like them very much, but they do not work anymore, so I'm kind of sad about it. There is nothing we can do. Unless the new system in June is going to bring a lot more changes, because there's going to be a new system where we can use Link XP, Shinsu, Soul Crystals, and coins. We can then use those to, again, improve some role-specific or class-specific attributes. We know no information about it, so we don't know exactly if that's going to bring back resistance builds. We really don't know a thing. So if you want to stay on the safe side, just stick to the accuracy swiftness that you already had and wait for news on the new system. And yeah, that's all I can say. You could potentially go full evasion in the first additional stat and then go next swiftness, like this node, for example. You could, but then the issue is that you will reach a point where the enemies have more accuracy than your evasion unless you are a whale. Because enemies in Adventure still have the same accuracy as before. That's not been nerfed. So it's kinda worthless, especially considering how quickly we push. You will not have enough evasion. To have enough evasion, you need Archive. And for Archive, you need to invest in subnodes of all SSR Plus units. So yeah, you can imagine how expensive that is. So don't do it unless you are a whale. That's more or less it. So yeah, I will just mention one more thing that I will probably cover in the guide as well. But there could be the possibility of ignoring entirely the first additional stat and just focusing so hard, like all of your resources, only into re-rolling the swiftness and trying to get A rank swiftness. With 100 cost rolls, it should be feasible at a certain point, and you only lock that. So you're still going to hit the enemies because they have lower evasion in the standard adventure. They're still going to eat you, you don't care. You don't have resistances, you don't care. You can work around with Barry and with team building. So this is also an option, and this would set you up for the near future when we have more information on the new system. You could already be ready with a full A rank swiftness in the second stat on all of your trees, and that would be pretty dope. Because I would say 99% of likelihood, swiftness is always going to stay there. There is no other stat that's even comparable. The only way for them to remove swiftness from there is if they give us more access to that kind of stat. If they give them to us in like the ignition weapon substats with sort of an update or a patch, then it could be an issue. If they add a lot of it, and I mean a lot of it, in the new system that they're going to release in June, that could also have some sort of impact, but is the kind of stat that the more you have, the better. So I don't think there is ever going to be a case where you have to roll away some swiftness. So yeah, just wanted to throw that out there as well. And yeah, there is nothing that is worth talking about other than these topics, I believe. Yeah, that's all. So let me know in the comments if you have any questions, any doubts. I will try my best to answer them. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.